Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Margaret if you are new here. And for today's video, I'm going to be giving some tips for first-time moms that I wish I'd known and maybe I kind of did know but didn't take advantage of as much as I should have. And honestly, I just hope it helps someone out there. You know, a lot of people say that after you have a baby, it's like, just wait till this happens or just wait for this. And it kind of takes away like something that's really beautiful, and it's amazing becoming a mom. And it is hard, like, don't get me wrong, but there's so many beautiful things about it. And don't let people like ruin your excitement for becoming a mom by saying all the what if, wait for this. I am a first-time mom. My daughter is 6 months old. She's working on 7 months old. And I have a big list on my phone here of things that I've written down that I wish I'd either known for the first time or like taken advantage of more. Also, if you hear any scrunching noises, it's because my daughter's actually sitting down right beside me and she has one of those little crinkle books. So if you hear that, that's what that noise is. Okay, so these are my 15 tips for first-time moms and things that I wish I had known before having my first baby. So my first tip is take advantage of the nurses while you're in the hospital. Take advantage of them taking your baby to the nursery so you actually can get a little bit more sleep. That's something I didn't really realize I should have taken advantage of more, and I only think Lucy went to the nursery once and I was able to get a nap, and I wish I'd taken advantage of that more. Like, the nurses are there to help you, like, once you go home, like, who knows what your situation is like, whatever, but take advantage of that. Like, get your rest while you're in the hospital. Like, you've just given birth. It's a very traumatic process. Number 2, don't worry about cleaning or making sure your house is tidy or anything like that. You should just be focusing on bonding with your baby and resting. Let other people take the reins on that. Like, it's not your responsibility for a while. Your body is healing, you're resting, you need to bond and feed your baby. You know, like, if you have visitors that want to see your baby, because inevitably everyone's going to want to see the baby, everyone's going to want to hold the baby, set some rules maybe. Like, have it be like, if you want to come over and see and hold my baby, please bring, you know, like a frozen dinner that we can just heat up. Please, like, help me do some household chores so it's not all piling up. I know for me, my mom, before I even gave birth, she made a bunch of soups and stuff like that, and I could put it in my freezer and it was just there when I needed to reheat it and like take it out and have it for dinner so I didn't have to cook, and that was amazing and so helpful. Number 3 is try to get outside at least once a day, even if it's literally for 5 minutes. It can be with your baby, it can be without. I know depending on where you live or what time of year it is, this may be harder, especially if it's winter time, because I definitely know Lucy was born in like late fall going into winters, and we live somewhere where we have pretty harsh winters. Like, it snows, it's really cold. So I personally didn't get out as much as I probably should have, and that would have helped my mood a lot. But I found on days where I did go outside, literally for like 2 minutes just to get some fresh air, it was such a mood booster, and it helped me be more positive throughout my day. It really made a big difference. So if you're able to, just get outside. If you live somewhere warmer, you know, put your baby in a stroller, go for a walk, you know, pop in a podcast, music. It'll be such a mood booster. Number 4, if your partner hasn't gone back to work or you have family nearby, try and get an hour to yourself every day where someone else is watching the baby and you can take a shower, do your skincare, makeup, put on a cute outfit, whatever it is. Do something that's just for you. It is so important. I can't stress it enough, and I don't think I did it enough when Lucy was first born in those first few months. I don't think I prioritized it enough, and it probably would have made me feel better, but it's so important to like not let your whole identity just be swallowed up by being a mom. Yes, that's a big part of it, but it's also important to do things that you would have done before your baby was here, and it can help you feel better about yourself and feel more just like who you are as an individual, and you're not just a mom. So it's really important to, like, even if it's only half an hour, just like an uninterrupted shower, and you can just have some peace and quiet. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask somebody to come over so you can take a shower for an hour, or you can take a nap or whatever. Okay, number 5, everyone says that your baby grows up super quickly and they change a lot, and they're gonna like grow up in the blink of an eye, and it happens so quick, and unfortunately this is very true. And my suggestion is take so many pictures, take videos, everything, because some little thing that your baby may be doing one day, like blowing little bubbles or making cute little noises, 2 days later they may never do it again, and you know, in a year you're not going to remember what that sounded like. And it's just nice to have those memories to look back on and remember, like, oh, I remember when so-and-so used to make that noise when she was nursing or whatever. And it's just so nice to have those memories. And another thing is, especially make sure you have pictures of you with your baby. You know, not just posed ones where you're like smiling, but like candid ones where you don't realize the picture's being taken. You know, I know this probably goes for a lot of moms out there, like you're always taking pictures of your baby with, you know, the baby's dad or friends and family, but no one's ever taking those of you, and you're always like, can you take this picture for me? Can you, you know, do this for me? Really stress to like your partner who's probably around you the most, like, I want pictures with a baby, can you like make sure you take some? Because it's important that you have pictures with your baby too. So that was like 5 and 6. Number 7, I know the sleep deprivation is really hard, but try and say to yourself, it's just temporary, you know, eventually baby's gonna sleep longer than, you know, 2 hours at a time, and you will get more sleep. And just repeat that to yourself, you know, say everything is only temporary, we'll get past it, it will get better. Also, I know everyone also says this, but try to sleep when your baby sleeps, especially in those first few months. If you can do that, or even if you have your partner or family around that can come over and watch your baby so you can get like an hour's sleep, that is so important. I know I found it hard to sleep when my baby slept because she napped on me, but I would try to get that sleep and take advantage of like when my partner was home to get more sleep. Number 8 is try to focus on something positive each morning when you wake up. It can feel kind of tough in those first few weeks, those first couple of months. It's all a blur. It's like you feel like you're doing the same thing every day. It can feel like you want to be negative. You're like, I'm not sleeping, I'm tired, my boobs hurt, my body hurts. But if you just say something positive to yourself each morning, you know, start the day on a positive note, it can help improve your day. Even if like it's not the best day, at least you've started it on a positive note, and hopefully you can keep it going that way. Number 9 is don't be afraid to set boundaries for yourself, for your baby, for others when it comes to your baby. Like if you don't want people holding your baby at a certain time, or you don't want to have visitors for a week or 2 weeks, however long it is, it's nobody else's business what those boundaries are, and don't be afraid to set those boundaries. You know, I feel like in the beginning I probably should have set more maybe, but I didn't. You know, first time mom, you don't always have like, you don't always feel like setting those boundaries and irritating people, I guess. But you know, it's your baby, it's your body, like it's your choice on what your boundaries are, and you can talk about them with your partner beforehand so everyone knows what these boundaries are before baby's even here, and there won't be any issues. Number 10, I know it can feel like you see all the pictures on Facebook or Instagram and people have posted their super nice nurseries, and they have these beautiful like cribs and a nursery with like the baby's name on the wall and all this stuff. Don't stress if you don't have that, if you don't have this super nice nursery setup. You don't have all these things that other people have. It's okay, because you know what, for the first few months of your baby's life, maybe even longer, your baby's gonna be sleeping in your room with you. Like, Lucy is still sleeping with us. She sleeps in her pack and play next to our bed. And that's totally fine. Like, she has a room. I'm literally filming this video in her room right now, but she hasn't slept in here yet. It's not all fancy and done up. It's okay. And like, don't feel like you need to buy everything for your newborn either. Your newborn needs a few clothes. They need, you know, maybe a carrier, a stroller, a bassinet, or whatever it is, but mainly they need you. Like, they need you, their mom, like, to cuddle them, feed them, just take care of them, change their diaper. Like, for the first little bit of their life, they don't need too many things. So don't worry that you don't have all this fancy stuff, because it's okay. I actually made a video about my newborn and postpartum essentials that I can link down below, that were just a couple of my favorite things that I had for newborn life. And it wasn't too much, but those things really helped us if you are a first-time mom and you don't know exactly what you need. Okay, number 11, I highly recommend either getting like a Hatch noise machine or a Himalayan salt lamp or something like that to have on your bedside table. Because if you're waking up in the middle of the night to feed your baby, like breastfeed your baby, whatever it is, you don't want to turn on a normal light because that'll wake them up and then it's harder to get them back down. So personally, we have a Himalayan salt lamp that we keep on our bedside table at a low setting. It's like a nice red orangey glow, which is perfect for baby sleep anyway, and it's on enough so I can see to change her or feed her, but it's not gonna really wake her up because it's not a harsh light. And we also have a white noise machine that we run throughout the night, just as like a soft background noise, and it creates such a nice like ambiance for sleep. Number 12 is always have snacks on hand and a water bottle full of water, especially if you are breastfeeding. When you are breastfeeding, your milk is made up of pretty much water, so you're gonna be super thirsty. You should be chugging water like there's no tomorrow, because that's gonna help you with your supply. And you're also gonna feel really hungry all the time, so it's important to have like some nutritional snacks nearby, you know, like granola bars, fruit, yogurt, whatever it is. Like, make sure you have all that stuff right with you when you start breastfeeding, because you're probably gonna be sitting there for a while and you're not gonna wanna get up. So make sure you stay super hydrated postpartum. That is so important. Number 13 is you may either feel closer to your partner or you may feel distant, and honestly, both are totally normal. Your hormones are fluctuating like crazy, you are probably sleep deprived, your body is still recovering from birth, and you're probably spending most of your time feeding your baby or cuddling your baby. Those hormones just make you feel distant from your partner, or you may feel like you love them so much more than you ever did. And it's normal to feel both of these feelings at like around the same time, or one of them or the other. It's okay to feel those. And it's also important to talk to people about how you're feeling, because especially your partner, it's good to let them know how you're feeling, and also like your doctor, because they're there to help you. And sometimes feeling certain things can be indications of, you know, postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, and it's always important to, you know, talk about those things, especially if you need help like getting through that. So it's always important to talk about those things too, and it's so normal to feel either one of those ways. Number 14 is if you are unsure of how many layers to dress your baby in, or if they're warm enough. I remember we had no idea when Lucy was first born, and the doctors and the nurses all told us, you know, just dress them in one more layer than you are. So if you are wearing shorts and a t-shirt, put them in a long sleeve onesie, or pants and a long sleeve shirt, you know, and that will be fine. Number 15 is don't let social media intimidate you, or what other people are saying they're doing with their baby, or what you're seeing. Don't let that make you question what you're doing for your baby, because every baby is different, everyone's situation is different, and you know your baby best out of anyone. So what you're doing is just perfect for your baby. So don't let, you know, some mom's routine on social media make you feel bad about what your baby's doing, or what you're doing is just right for your baby. You know what you're doing because you have instincts, and you just have to let them take over because you know exactly what you're doing. So don't worry about it. And this also goes for milestones. Every baby is gonna hit milestones at different points, and don't let social media feel that you need to compare what your baby is doing to what another baby is doing, because your baby is hitting their milestones and they're doing everything just how they should be. And you shouldn't let that stress you out or worry you. If you're concerned, always talk to your doctor first about anything, but don't let social media ruin, you know, what you're doing with your baby, because you are doing just exactly as you should be. So those were my 15 tips for newborn moms, and things that I wish I had known before I became a mom. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, I will link below my newborn essentials video that I made, and I really hope you enjoyed and that this helped you. And if you are about to become a new mom, congratulations, you're gonna do amazing. Please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.